Hello, lovely listeners.
We're your boyfriend twins.
We're the same.
But different. No, so we're not actually boyfriends.
Yeah, we're not related either.
Oh, we're just two men doing our best, but also never really trying that hard.
Speak for yourself. I'm doing great. I'm trying very hard and I'm doing great.
What was the last
You're doing
time
great
you tried
too.
hard at?
I just complimented you.
Uh-huh. But I steamrolled right over it like a construction worker. What have you been trying hard at?
I try hard at every aspect of my life.
That's not a good answer. What are you, a fucking beauty queen pageant? I don't think so.
What are you, a beauty queen pageant?
What are you? Yeah.
Yes,
do
Kevin,
people
I am
in Iraq
a
need
pageant.
naps such as? Come on. What else
Oh
you
my
got?
god, such as and.
Mm-hmm.
You know something embarrassing? I remember seeing that answer when I was 13. My brother was laughing his ass off and I kept watching it over and over again, wondering why people thought it was funny.
I know. Unfortunately, I do love the idea that we require beauty queens to answer questions that are complicated geopolitical situations.
Well, we want them to be global, not just beauty. We want them to be everything.
Do we?
That's the idea behind these pageants.
Do we want them to be everything?
That's the idea behind these pageants.
That's fair.
And the fact that there's no mainstream pageant with that scale for men tells you everything that you need to know about the way.
I don't think we need a male pageant. I think the world is a men's pageant. I think they're fine. What do men not have? What do we need to parade them around with?
That's my point. Well, no, my point is that
Also, wait. How would you judge the suit? The swimsuit category? Would it be
areola size?
Yes, that's 10 points for the biggest nipples. Honestly, work. I support that. How
would you judge a men's swimsuit?
Well, extra points for tiniest thong, but also I want to see someone work it. It's not about the bulge. It's not about the bust, if you will. I want to see someone take the tiniest piece of fabric and show me that they're special, because that's what fashion's about, really.
Imagine a thong that's just like a thread. Now you've got me picturing just
a single thread holding everything together. It's just it's a. I would love to see it.
I'm sure you would. Kevin, if you want me to parade around in a thong for you, you could just tell me directly. You don't have to be so coy about it.
You know what? I did just see you on someone else's podcast talking about how 75% of men are in love with their personal trainers. And I'm just going to flip my hair and use that as its own compliment. So thank you so much.
You are a personal trainer. You account for the last 25%. So you are special.
Yeah, there it is. I'm that 25%. Hi, welcome to Boyfriend Twins, where the extra
Kevin can
25%.
Kevin will blink online and there'll be a horde of men being like, fuck me. So, I mean, I'm sure it's...
No. What will happen is I'll blink online and it'll be like, is that the dad from Inside Out? Is that a man with a mustache?
Yeah.
Did we just discover a cartoon character in real life?
Yeah. People have been giving me the same thing. And we've talked about this before. Any man in a mustache would be like, you look like the dad from Inside Out.
Dad?
I don't think either of us have the facial structure.
Dad? I mean, really, people just want they want mommy's milk or daddy's thighs to crush them. And it's really one or the other. There is no in between. Taha, hey, buddy. How are you? How was your week? If your week could be a sex
I just spoke to you last night. So,
Uh-oh.
I'm really excited to be here.
Which means it's time for surprise. We're going to trap Taha in something he said he would do but didn't. How's that book you haven't started?
How do you know I haven't started the book?
Baby, because I'm a human who lives on the planet, who can understand and comprehend the universe. How's that book you haven't started?
Someone I love a lot, who's like family to me in my heart.
He's got it next to the camera.
He gave me his copy of this book. It's very special, and he's one of my lovely people in my life, and he does listen to our pod sometimes. Chris, you're so loved by me. I love you. Chris gave me this book, and I will read it. Even though I talk shit about books, I will read it. And I have read the first page, which says "For Mom."
2 words in.
And
excellent work, my friend.
Yes. Here, you want another 2 words? Kevin, fuck you.
You should start. You should join the book club. It'll help. You'll have a goal to reach.
I will I will think about joining your book club one day, I'm sure.
Or have your friend send
how
me
is
that
your
book
week?
so it'll actually be read by someone.
No, it's actually for me specifically because it is related to
I thought it was for
something
mom.
I'm writing. Well, I am
Zing.
very mommy to some of my friends.
That's true. Your tits are looking good. Those are classifications
you.
of mommy milkers. Congratulations.
I've breastfed a few people in my life. You may be next. I do have a thyroid condition which gives me breast milk. I did Google it. Men can have breast milk, like cis men.
How am I
So
just
if I ever
learning
develop
this
that
about
disease,
you?
if I
Wait a
develop that,
minute.
I'm flying to LA.
Wait a minute. You're going on and on about sucking on my titties. Meanwhile, you could have breast milk this whole time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Kevin, you're also a man. You could also have breast milk.
I understand that, but I'm talking about our relationship. You have never once mentioned to me that your titties can excrete milk. How has this never come
Mine
up?
can't.
You
Mine
just said
can't,
they do.
But it was a joke.
Oh, I want it to be real.
No, but you can. Like, if you have a specific condition,
Well, of course.
I theoretically could lactate.
And that's non-binary, baby. That's non-binary. That's how parents are non-binary,
Oh,
baby. We just
I
solved
love
it. We
it.
solved the gender issue.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, I want to hear about your week as a sex position.
Okay, so if my week was summed up in a sex position, it would be not the sex position itself, but after you've finished doing the... How dare you? After I had sex this week. I had sex.
That's great, sweetie.
Our producer's clapping, and that's...
I'm happy that you're happy and that you feel fulfilled. Whether or not you have sex, I'm happy and you feel happy.
It's a big deal. I'm happy you're happy. That's such... Oh my gosh. You sound like I just got proposed to by my shitty boyfriend. You're like, well, oh gosh. As long as you like him, that's great for you.
Well, look, I am happy because you usually derive your pleasure from being awful to me and other people. So it's nice to know that you're deriving your pleasure from not necessarily someone else's pleasure. we still gotta
we haven't
still gotta find out how the experience was from them.
We're gonna have to interview them next.
Next guest idea.
Yes, you're wait though. That is an interesting idea for segments, bringing on exes and being like, how did I do?
Yeah, you can do that.
I kind of want to, but I only want to hear about sex stuff. I don't want to know about my emotional boundaries. I don't want to hear about anything I did wrong emotionally, because that's something I can't handle. I can hear about my sex life. I think that's fine. He's paying attention. So if so the position I'm in this week, the position I'm in would be, I finished doing the deed. The mess is all over my chest, and I am now just simply recovering and cuddling a little bit and talking about our day, because I threw a party last week, got way too drunk, got way too hungover, and at this point, the smell of alcohol, just makes my stomach upset, and everything is too much. Everything's too much. So I'm just chilling out, recovering, not being social, and just regrouping myself and deciding, I guess, reassessing who I want to be as a human being.
Good. That sounds peaceful and relaxing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. And Taha, what about you?
You know what, Kevin? After a exhausting Pride, I am honestly just feeling pretty well rested. I had my post-Pride mild sickness. I'm recovered now, but my voice is still catching up.
It's sexy as hell. You should be sick like this all the time.
Really? It's sexy?
I love a good I'm sick rasp. I love it.
Do it. Let me try something. Yeah, so just recovered.
I'm telling you.
Pride.
I know that everyone in the comment section was like, please don't smoke. Jesus Christ, don't smoke. But I just want to get my voice all gross and terrible.
Yeah, it's not gross and terrible. It's actually really sexy. So I'm feeling pretty well rested after a Pride. And so my sex position would be me just sleeping and getting penetrated in a bunch of different positions and being happy about it. And I can do some penetration too in my sleep, a little gyrating. It's very relaxing.
How do you know you're gyrating in your sleep?
I'm just describing it for you.
Okay. But how do you know?
Also, well, I have pretty horny dreams, and I know myself.
I believe it. That's enough for, you know what?
You don't have to go into more detail. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
No exaggeration. I have fully woken up from a sex dream, like no exaggeration, making out with my pillow with tongue. Like I woke up and I was like, and there was like slobber on my pillow, and I'd been licking it and making out with it.
How often does this happen?
Not often
How many times though?
that I know of. I've only ever caught it once, so
I've
maybe
only
it
had
never happened
2
again.
sex
Maybe it
dreams
happens.
ever. You know that?
Tell me about those. You know, I've never had a wet dream, but continue.
I'm not going to tell you about the specific dreams because that's content that is far
Oh,
too
because
valuable.
it's about me. Oh,
You fucking wish.
Kevin.
You fucking wish. Well, I don't dream that often.
Thanks.
So I
That's a very scary, not human thing to say. I love it.
really? Maybe I'm
No,
just
I
too
think
stupid.
people-
I don't
I-
remember things.
I think you're not stupid, but well, I read something online. I read something online that you're actually not stupid. I don't like you saying that. I read something online that said that we dream every night, and if you think you didn't, it's because you forgot. And we really like the rate at which we forget our dreams once our eyes open. It accelerates. Test yourself next time. Be like, okay, I woke up. What did I dream of? 5 minutes later, try to recall. You're going to recall significantly less information.
I have this vivid memory, not of my dream, but I remember in sex ed, there was a video that we watched where they were like explaining puberty for boys, and there was a moment where like the protagonist of our film was in bed and they had like a sex dream, and a wet dream, I guess is what it's called. And I was so confused by it because I was like, I thought he peed the bed. I thought he like peed his pants. Because of course they didn't like show anything. They didn't make it graphic.
No,
So
not gonna like be like he inseminated the bed.
yeah. You get the sheets pregnant. But I remember it being so unrelatable to me. I was like, this is not a thing, and it still has never happened. Like I've never creamed
Same.
on accident. Like I'm never like, I can't control it. Like it's that's just
And you
never
wake
reality
up
for
and
me.
it's like wet.
Yeah.
Same,
And
Kevin.
now I'm curious. I'm like, who made this movie and was like, the kids will get it. The kids will understand. Meanwhile,
No, but
it's like,
it is. I told my friends I've never had a wet dream like that before, and they were all like, "What? We can't believe it." So I think it might just be us.
maybe. I don't know. You're making out with your pillow. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm just in my vampire coffin, just waiting to be woken up the next morning.
Well, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Is it your sister again? If it's your sister calling,
No,
we just
it
have to
wasn't my
start
sister.
making
It
it
was
a
a
segment.
telemarketer. It was a telemarketer, and what I do with telemarketers is I'll pick up and I'll start singing at them, and they just shut the phone.
You know what I've
And
been
then-
doing? I'll be getting texts from those like, robot callers that are like, oh my gosh, is this
Yes.
Jennifer? And
Is this Diana?
What I've
Yeah.
started doing, texting back and being like, now's not a great time. I think I just hit a person with my car. Like, I'll just
Really?
create the most insane situation and just see if they respond back. No one has yet, but I just like spinning yarns. Yards or yarns? Am I spinning yarns?
Spinning. I think you're spinning yarn, singular. Like the plural is just yarn.
That makes no sense.
It should. You used to crochet link hats. You should know that it's yarn. You're not buying yarns.
What does that have to do with my
I bought a whole
story,
bunch
though?
of different yarn.
Anyway.
You know whose life is spinning a lot of new yarn, Kevin? Whose life is entering a new,
Yeah, see, words are hard, huh?
whose life is being weaved into something that she has been waiting for, Kevin?
Kesha.
Kesha.
I know, I
Or,
read the script
as some
this
people
morning.
call her, Ket $ Ha.
I remember in high school we used to call her Keisha, and then
I was
we
in
learned
high
that was
school
wrong.
when she was popular, and no one called her Keisha.
Well, we're also American, we're illiterate, so that might be part of the problem.
Yeah, but I'm also illiterate despite being Canadian. Maybe it's just a...
You're not illiterate, you just don't like to read.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if that's a compliment. Yeah, so Kesha's song just came out. I'm in love with it. It is my favorite thing. However, I'm a little annoyed. Fucking pop girlies need to stop making music that is less than 3 minutes long. Make your song 3 minutes. Make your song 3 minutes. This is a threat. Make your song 3 minutes. I like your song. I want to listen to it more. Pink Panthers, this is for you. Fucking who else does it? Who else does this shit? Dua Lipa, Looking Straight at You. The entire Barbie movie soundtrack, not a single fucking song is longer than 3 minutes. I'm looking straight at you, bitches. Make your song 3 minutes so I can listen to it and
We
enjoy
love
it.
your voice. We love hearing what you have to say. Taylor Swift, feel free to stop making songs.
Oh, if you want to make them less time, that'd be great. But honestly, what happened to
It would
bridges?
be great.
What happened to bridges? I love a bridge.
Yeah.
A nice
And you know,
little break.
people,
A nice little time to stop and chill. I love it.
Well, I haven't heard Kesha's new song enough to like really note how long it is or like whether or not there are bridges. Is that something that is evident in the song, like a lack of a bridge?
Well, I think it's this trend for mostly TikTok, because now what you want your song to do is be viral, and bridges, like narrative structure, aren't necessarily viral. So like what you want is that hook. You want to get into it, you want to get out. And I think that a chorus verse chorus is just all the song needs in order to give people the context of like what's going on. It carries the energy. So I think this is a product of virality rather than like, you know, an artist saying, no, we don't need this here. But you can tell because a song never like, I feel like anytime a song is over before you realize it began is when it doesn't have a proper bridge or it doesn't have a proper like intro or outro. When a song just like begins and ends and you're like, oh great, it's over. Oh, okay, cool. Like that's what I don't like. And
is that what people say while they're having sex with you?
Yeah. Yes, actually.
That's okay. When people are having sex with me, what they're saying is, oh my God, is he crying?
Oh, again?
Pick your poison.
No, really, I get naked and then I immediately come. And then I say, awesome, thank you so much. That was great. You were barely even necessary. What is it? Oof. I lasted 4 minutes. A new record.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm still at 3.
You're still at 3? Well, you'll get there.
3.
You'll get there. You're at the
I hope so.
You're at the young age of what, 34? Is that what you just turned 34?
I think your early onset dementia is kicking in. It's not that early considering you're in your 60s, but you know, I want to get your numbers in order. I know you're a little dyslexic.
That's true.
Oh my God, wait, aren't you actually dyslexic?
Maybe. I don't consider that an insult though.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that joke.
Oh my gosh, get over yourself. Jesus Christ.
I didn't remember that you like were actually like messed up.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone's really mentally ill. Yike.
Yeah.
It's okay. I haven't officially been diagnosed, so you're still free to make any jokes you want before I can leverage that as abuse.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah.
No, but I love this Kesha song. It's so good.
Okay. It's good. Remember how we were talking about how newer pop music is lyrically more complex? This feels not lyrically more complex.
Yes. But yes, the lyrics are literally like, hi, I'm a bitch. Also, I am mother. Let me sit on your car. I'm not wearing pants. Like, I love it.
It's a little, I'm like, is it dated for doing that? But also I'm like, the context of this song is her finally releasing her song independently after being let go from the evil clutches of that Dr. Luke man.
Luke, Sony,
and I'm so happy for her. So it's like, even if I can be like, oh, the lyrics aren't complex, the context of it, the context of her owning herself and being like, I want to release a fucking song about whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. That in itself is so new age. And so fun. Kesha, we're really happy for you. Kesha, it's a fun song. It's a fun song.
Kesha used to make fun music, and she's continuing to make fun music. And cheers, like, good for her. We stand there. Yeah. I do also like, I don't know, this is me fixating on one specific thing, but there's this like, generally with like cars and imagery around like automobiles, there is a possession, like a feminine possession about it. Like I'm thinking of every Transformer movie where they're talking about how like, you know, the torque and the beauty, and then a sexy lady is standing next to the car and you don't really know which they're talking about. And there's this like male possession over vehicles that I really enjoy kind of like watching.
Over
Kesha
what?
Almost vehicles?
Over what?
Vehicles? I don't know. What's going on? Wait, usually you say the stupid stuff. This isn't fair. What's so funny? No, stop laughing. Stop it. You can't do this. You're not legally allowed. Cut it out.
Over what?
You're such a dumb bitch. I have no idea. Vehicular.
No. Say the word.
Vehicle. Fuck off. What is going on? What? I'm gonna cut all this out, and you know I will. How dare you?
Oh, I'm the immigrant.
Someone in the
Did
comments.
you get your vehicle on Wednesday?
Shut the. How do you say it?
Vehicle.
Vehicle. Oh. With all of this is over an H.
Vehicle.
I don't think
the vehicle.
So. Yes.
The vehicle.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
You know, there was something very cute about seeing you so defenseless right there.
Absolutely. Naked and afraid.
Even with your little haircut too, you're like a little cutie boy. You're like, oh,
you're such a dumb bitch. Well, my my confidence has been shaken, and I forgot what I was talking about.
You were talking
about my confidence has been shaken, and I forgot what I was talking about.
You were talking about how, there's this feminization of vehicles that is intrinsically rooted to the page.
Yeah, I mean, Kesha's just reclaiming vehicles, and I think that's great.
Yes, I do think it's great, and it's a fun song, and honestly, guys, support it, because we need to show the world that when artists do their own thing and they're not working with shitty Dr. Luke and shitty people like that, they will be rewarded for it.
Yeah. We stand.
Katy Perry is working with Dr. Luke. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Katy Perry. You don't like Dr. Luke.
Well,
we got a comment.
Yeah.
We got a comment on our last video related to your Katy Perry rant. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Justin says, the Katy rant went like 5 minutes too long. If you don't like her, don't listen. I'm actually excited for her comeback. I see many bloggers missing that 2009 to 2012 era of colorful dance pop, which is only being represented by Chapel currently. What do you have to say to that, Kevin?
Listen, to all respect and love to that comment, I don't know what they're talking about. Katy Perry's always been here. She's never gone. She's just been out of the zeitgeist because her music hasn't been what people want to listen to. Like, Katy Perry hasn't gone away. She's been a host on American Idol for 17 fucking years. Like, what do you mean comeback?
No, but music.
No, she's been making music the whole time. Smile came out in 2021? Something? Like, she's like, comeback. You mean resurgence to good? I think, but listen. I'm frustrated by that comment only because it's like it went on 5 minutes too long. What does that mean? Like, my least favorite comment are the ones without a real context. Like, they don't explain their boundary. They don't explain why they're mad. They're just like, that wasn't for me, and I'm like, yeah. Also,
like we know it wasn't for you. It's for the general public, but like, give us more specifics.
Also, you know what actually grinds my gears? I have been spewing my nonsense opinions that have been, varying degrees. What am I? My JoJo Siwa impression. Varying degrees. Yeah. Oh my!
Varying degrees of vehicles.
What was I saying? I keep losing my train of thought, man. I've been in the heat of something that was my fault and then something that wasn't, like I have directed ire to my words for good and for bad. And I just get really annoyed when I start a thought being like, listen, I'm fixating and this is my own cross to bear, but here's the thing. And then someone's over here being like, why do you care so much? It's like, 'cause I'm a human being who is annoyed by something, and that's why I care.
Yeah.
It's this inability to understand human tendencies. I'm like, have you never just gross at something that doesn't matter? I don't know. It's so
it's like you can say it went on 5 minutes too long for you, but there's no objective. This went on too long. It's this thing that people do online with content too, where they think that they're the subject of every single piece of content. It's for them. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, it's like those recipe videos. I saw this online where it's like, oh no, not a recipe. Like those, okay, for example, if I make a video being like, oh yeah, people that don't tip their servers are shitty. And someone's like, well, my server called us a slur and punched me in the face, so that's why I didn't tip them. So maybe you should be careful about what you say. well then guess what? That video probably wasn't about you.
I know.
Like
I
every piece of
know.
content that you consume isn't being tailored by the author for you specifically. Like you are
Yeah.
not the subject of this universe.
Oh, you know what gets me though? It's the
I
opposite.
am.
Yeah, in this moment,
Being sick.
incredibly, yeah. No, but the opposite pisses me off too, where people will expect the criticism of their opinion and they'll start every like TikTok or video and they'll be like, so this is my opinion, so don't come for me. But I'm just saying, if you're in this exact situation, because I know some of you will be saying something in a comment, but I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
Like every video begins so defensive, and I'm like,
They
just
have
tell me your
to.
story. Just tell me your story. The
No,
people-
you
No,
have to.
I don't. Because the moment someone begins in the defensive, I immediately think, oh, what shit have you stirred before? And it makes me back off from their side because I'm like, well, why are the comments always against you? Like, what is going on? And of course, comments will always be there, but I'm just like, I came in with a blank slate, ready to listen, and now I just can only see you talking about
It
divisive
depends.
things.
It
does
depends.
It does
You're also more
depend.
media
It does
literate,
depend.
right? Like I've had to do videos where
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
thought you
oh
said
yeah, like for
illiterate.
me,
I was like,
dating.
how very dare.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I've had
Right.
to do like I've made videos where I'm like, for me specifically, this is what works. I'm not saying this has to work for you. I'm not saying that time that this happened and you got punched in the face by your mom, that makes it okay. Like for me, this thing is helpful.
Yeah.
And you have to give that disclaimer because people are just very, for some reason, hell-bent on deciding that they are the center of everyone's kind of world.
Regardless, I hear you. Taking this back to the comment though, if I can give any advice, add more context to your comment. I'm someone who listens, I'm someone who cares, and if you're actually annoyed by something, say so, speak up. Because if I am going to learn anything, I'm not going to learn from you saying, it went on too long. What specifically bugged you? And then we can dissect that. If you get into the specifics.
Don't give me specific feedback though. I will cry. Give it to Kevin.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to like tell me my face is ugly. I'm asking you to like talk to me like I'm a human being. Like I like to believe group comments are kind of like a cluster of people, right? And so if you're at a bar or if you're at a party and there's a cluster of people and someone comments something and it's funny, and then there's 3 other people repeating that same comment, that's tacky behavior. And I think that's so lame. So like when someone comments something and then you see the same words like 4 times down, I'm just like, guys, let's find a new joke to say.
I think it's funny though. I think it's funny.
I mean, sure, maybe, but like let's work on being a little more original. And then the same thing, if you haven't met someone and someone's telling a story or something, are you going to just be like, that went on too long. Hi, I'm Jeremy. And like, no, you're not. You're going to say, either you're going to criticize it in a real way or you're not going to fucking say anything. Like, I feel like there's this idea that like you're protected by your anonymity, but you're just making yourself look really, really silly sometimes. So anytime I'm commenting something, I kind of just pretend like it's a public forum because it really is. It's just a public forum with a paper bag over your face.
You said anonymity instead of anonymity. Now you must rap something by Eminem.
I don't know if I've heard an entire Eminem song from start to finish.
Okay.
I know that Kathy Griffin did that part. The Kathy Griffin was like, Slim Shady, are you here? I like that we make good content here on this podcast. I like that.
Yeah, we're doing great. I want to transition. You know what I am very curious about? Allegedly, gay men are getting more food poisoning because we're eating ass.
Is this a personal experience that you have and want to share?
No.
You were just talking about being sick after Pride. Is this a discussion that we need to have?
If I had food poisoning after Pride, I'd be happy because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so skinny. I can fit into all of my 8-year-old niece's clothes and her crop tops.
Niece? Oh boy.
Apparently, so ASAP Science says that gay men are getting more food poisoning because we're eating butt. Ew, I don't like that. We should stop being gay. In 2018, I was hospitalized because I had typhoid fever. And the only way someone with typhoid fever can give it to someone. So the way I got it was I had raw chicken in Pakistan. I didn't know I had raw chicken, dipshit. I wasn't going around eating raw chicken. I had undercooked chicken somewhere, developed into salmonella, and then that developed into typhoid fever. And here's the thing about typhoid fever. You don't really get it in North America, but this is where I was when I was hospitalized. It's like a Victorian-ass disease. The only way I could have transferred it is if my fecal matter was swallowed by someone else. But
Typhoid
because
Mary
it was
was
so
a crazy
mysterious,
son of a bitch.
You know what they say. What?
Do you know about Typhoid Mary?
I don't know who that is. I've heard of them.
Incredible piece of science. Just some lady who is like infested with typhoid fever, and scientists to this day do not know how she became so infected, essentially. And then also they don't know how long, like they don't know how she was able to survive. Like they don't know how she was able to live her life with typhoid in her and give it to everyone that she knew.
Anyways,
and that's kind of
horrifying.
Like
me. And so because they were all so scared of my typhoid because they'd never seen it before, everyone would enter my hospital room in a hazmat suit. No joke, hazmat suit. And I'm like,
I love that.
Do they think that I'm going to make them eat my ass? Like, what is happening? And my specialist comes in, no hazmat suit. She's like, yeah, no one needs those. They're just scared for some reason. And I was like, it's so bizarre. Sorry. Yes. So
I love that.
Yeah, and so maybe we all have typhoid fever, and that's how we're getting people sick. Maybe I was patient zero in North America for gay typhoid fever.
Oh my gosh, He finally got something. He finally did it, folks. He finally, he deserves an award.
And you said people of color can't make history.
I hate you so much. Oh, God. Yeah. Fuck off. You know these whores are going to believe that. Everyone listening here on this podcast are going to pull over in their cars and cross their arms and say, I knew it. Speaking of gays that shouldn't exist, though, have you seen that Joel Kim Booster tweet?
No, what is it?
Should I just read it? It's incredible.
Read it.
A few weeks ago, I was at a good room and a friend spotted a minor gay celeb, rolled his eyes, and said, "Oh, God, insert gay celebrity, is here." And I was like, "Oh, do we have beef? Why do we hate this one?" And I saw him take a beat and then finally said, "Actually, I don't know why I said that. Anyway, all gay men are diseased." Very funny. That is so me coded to the point where I'm just like, I'm gonna be mean first, so everyone thinks I'm cool. I'm like,
oh, that's tacky.
A lot of things you do are tacky. Okay, I'm sorry.
Tacky. A lot of things you do are tacky.
Yeah, Taha will come to me and be like, I don't think I'm pretty, and then I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to take this seriously now.
Our conversations about my body dysmorphia are between me and you.
You've talked about it publicly on here as well, so I think they're between a lot of things.
The tweet!
Anyway, as someone who is constantly mean for no reason, I have a tip for anyone who wants to shut down people like me who are just being terrible for no reason. All you have to do when a gay or anyone really makes a quip that you perceive was for no reason, or if it's just mean and not funny at all you have to do is just be like, what? Huh? Just nothing. Act like what they said was a different fucking language and be like, huh? Immediately, that'll disarm the person who is just looking to grasp onto any kind of validity that they think they don't have, and it will cause them to backpedal. Because I have never doubled down on being mean to someone I don't know after someone just like sends me a question mark.
That is a good tactic.
Not just disarm them. People who are insecure.
I've used this tactic for like assholes too. Actually, I've used this before.
Yeah.
Look at us having things in common. But like someone, and I read this online, it was like someone made like this weird sexist joke, and I heard it, and I was like, women, da da da, and I was like, sorry, what? Can you? I don't get it. I don't understand
explain
the joke
to me.
No, like No, because like women, but I'm like, I don't get it. Sorry, I don't know. And they're just like,
Yeah, they reboot. Is that part of it? Do they just excrete
no,
gas as
the
well?
burp just happened.
That's whenever someone slaps some sense into me, I excrete gases in any way that I can, and that's my fear mechanism. That's when I'm scared.
Yeah, it is very queer man coded, eh? To just be like, I hate them.
Absolutely.
They're disgusting.
Absolutely. Become more confident in shutting people down when they are just being little bitches.
Okay, I want to, this topic, before we even move past this of shutting people down, this is relevant. It's a potential strategy even. So we got our first Spotify comment asking us for advice. So someone just kind of unwarrantedly asked us for advice, and I'm really excited about it because, first of all, the fact that they thought to ask the two most mentally unwell men on the internet for advice tells me that this person themselves is probably
Not
a bit
doing well.
unhinged.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not doing well. You realize that there's no right answer when you ask us for advice. I'm going to tell you to probably cry and marry them, and Kevin's going to be like, "Oh, ignore them and don't think about them." And
yeah, have you tried working out?
Cover your ears.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah. There you go. So, can I read this? It's really cute.
Yes, please.
So this commenter asks, "What is the next step after the first hookup? I think I'm falling for a guy that I've hooked up with. We both agree to meet up again, but none of us is willing to make another move. Help me."
Well, first of all, falling for a man, cringe.
Yeah.
Do that.
What is this? 2013?
Disgusting. Yeah. What are you,
please.
not aware of society? Disgusting. Sorry. We're never gonna get another.
That was really
advice column
sincere.
again.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Okay, guys, this is something that pisses me off about dating culture. I refute the idea that being the first person to reach out makes you less than. You're not losing when you're the first person to reach out. It just shows that you're not a wimp. It shows that you're not so caught up in like these weird online social norms or like social conventions and are too afraid to be like, "Hey, I think you're cute. I want to go on a date with you. Like, I want to see you again. It was a nice time." Like, just do it. Just freaking do it. Like, why are people so afraid of asking someone out on a date or I'm just like, can you stop being a fucking coward and stop treating yourself like some golden prize?
I
There's
agree.
intentionality that has been lost in dating and modern dating. And I'm like, you need to stop being a fucking wimp. And you know what? People have asked me like, "Oh, like, how do you get so many dates?" I'm like, because I ask them.
Yeah.
Because people are fucking coward, wimp, passive losers who don't know how to go for what they want, and they're just inexplicably unattractive because of it. And I don't be afraid to be the one to ask someone out. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Make a move. Stop being a wimp.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be even meaner. My perspective comes from like, what makes you so special to be a pillow princess? Like, what about you makes you princess die? What about you deserves to be 100% chaste? Are you so incredible that all you have to do is lie there, spread out on your
and have the other person do all the work?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what about you is so great that the other person has to do everything? Interesting.
No. And I'll tell you a secret. There's nothing special about you. There's nothing special about me. There's nothing special about Kevin. There's nothing special about any of us. But we can, you know what can actually make us be perceived as special or someone that can stand out or whatever? One with your conviction and being like, I want to ask you out. Actually doing that act makes you look sexier. It makes you look like somebody who's a go-getter who knows what they want. Like, that is special. That is hot. That is romantic.
Yeah. I mean, you are never going to get anywhere waiting for everyone else to do the work for you. So treat yourself with some respect and dignity and go out and go get it. Like, yeah, I think a lot of men don't realize that when they just sit there complaining about the society they live in, they just look like cranky cows. And not to say the society is great, not to say that the situation they have is actually perfect. If you want what you want, then go out and get it. Nothing's stopping you.
Yeah.
If you don't have any, if you don't believe in yourself, everyone's going to know because you spend all your time waiting for everyone else to do the work for you. You can't go around believing that you're special without having done anything that makes you special. So, get out there, kiddo. You're
Yeah.
great. Now go prove it to everybody else. Let's go.
It's
Chop,
also a
chop.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah,
Like I've talked to
exactly.
guys who are like, yeah, like, and look, dating can suck where you are. I believe that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about people where it can become self-fulfilling. We're like, no, dating sucks. All men suck at dating, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about queer men. People who date straight men, I
Sorry.
believe that it does suck.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
About that.
You're
Sucks.
valid.
Yeah.
Queer men who are like, oh my God, like everyone sucks. Blah, blah. I'm like, well, what vibe are you bringing to the dating world? Are you coming in with this jaded vibe because people are picking up on it and they don't want to date you? Are you going to be the change you wish to see in the world?
What is that from again?
Was it Gandhi?
Watch, it's going to be from like Star Wars.
Yeah, Dirty Dancing.
Yeah. Yeah. As Gandhi once said, do or do not. There is no try.
Wait, who says that quote in real life?
Real life Yoda.
Would you have sex with Yoda?
Are we talking about what Yoda is? Or are we talking about the puppet of Yoda? Because I'll have sex with a rubber puppet.
Too?
That sounds fun. That sounds like camp. I can make a story out of that.
No. Yoda.
Yoda? I don't
real.
believe that man cleans anything. So absolutely not.
Ew! Yeah, you're right. Ew,
He lives in
yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
swamp. You want me to have a sex with a swamp monster? I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Also,
okay,
I
you're
don't
right.
respect him and his politics. That man let the Emperor run around for years and was like, maybe we should just let Anakin do it. And I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I don't think he's fun.
People that
smart,
are
or cool.
overly I mean, he's so overly pacifistic.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, he would probably think protests are bad because they bring negative vibes.
Centrist
Like,
diva. Absolutely. Not into it.
I'd
rather bang Jar Jar Binks because that whore is flexible and he can get some stuff done.
Oh, he's got a mouth too.
Absolutely. That tongue, are you kidding me?
Yeah. That like there's like a lip shape to him too.
Yes. Misa.
I love Jar Jar. Ew. No, wait. I'm actually picturing it, and that's low-key kind of hot, maybe.
Yeah, he's a tall king. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want like the scaliness of him.
Oh, you'll get over it. I've heard your sex stories. You'll get over it. You've had worse. Jar Jar Binks is going to treat you with respect. He's a buffoon, but he's not about to insult you in front of your mother. Like he's a right.
I feel like Jar Jar Binks, when he comes, he's like screaming and his eyes are like popping out.
More than already. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Good for him.
You know, Kevin, this is something I find interesting. You and I are different in this regard. I like to put the people I have sex with and my friends into completely separate boxes. I remember that you're somebody who likes to have them mixed up and it's chill for you.
Well, I mean, it's not that I mix them up. It's that I generally don't have sex with people I can't be friends with. So, through my friend...
I'm not talking about that.
I know, but I am. So when I bang people, they are also my friends. So like the idea of like a friend I don't have sex with is not really something I think of, unless it's someone who I'm like, I like the relationship as it is. I'm not going to.
I guess, but doesn't it ever make things complicated or like weird? Like I love having my friends in my platonic bubble and having that kind of sacred Christian connection.
Sacred Christian connection in your gay sex?
No, in our platonic friendship.
Oh, okay. I was like, please elaborate on how that could possibly work.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel like complicated to you to like navigate friendships where you guys also have sex?
No, I am, to a crippling degree, I'm obsessed with authenticity. So when I meet someone who is inauthentic, not only do I not want to hang out with them, but my dick also goes limp. So I find that I have a high expectation for people I am like vetting when it comes to people to, you know, fulfill my needs, if you will. But I just, if I can talk to someone, if someone can make me laugh, if I can spend a good amount of time with someone and enjoy them, that's sexy to me. So the friendship and the sexual tension just kind of like melt together.
No, but I know, but I'm saying, why do you act on that? Why aren't you afraid of acting?
Because I'm a red-blooded male, honey. Sometimes Papa's gotta get it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I realized that was like really
uncomfortable.
that I said that and I just like I felt a part of me die inside a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like part of my brain
Feel
shut
free,
off, and I just like
feel
I
free to
blacked
kill
out
more
for a
parts of
second.
yourself if they contribute to bits like
You
that.
got it. You got it, Diva. You got it. I'm sorry.
Thank
I
you.
apologize.
You're
Yeah.
forgiven. I like when we swap roles. Someone said that we're verse kings because
First gang.
we swap roles a lot, and I was like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Listen, I'll be in whatever position I need to get the job done because I'm a team player.
Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. No, I
Do
mean,
you
really, what? I'm just saying, I think that if you have a strong enough connection, then the sex doesn't really get in the middle of that. You just kind of have to enter it with honesty. Like if someone's not honest about why they're having sex with you or how they feel about the situation, you're gonna run into problems. But that's also the same with friendship.
No,
Like
but sex is like room. Like I guess
I
it
don't
depends
think
on your
so
relationship
much.
with sex.
I will say, during my relationship with my last ex, it was awkward for some of my friendships because sex was then off the table because I was in a monogamous relationship. And so it was awkward to like pick up the pieces because we would hang out and then be like, this is the part where we get naked, but I guess we're not. So what else can we do? And it was like, it tested
Yeah, that's
this.
so awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward, but if you care about someone, you make it work. If not, then you move on, because if the relationship is just built around sex, then it's just mechanic and either, bang them again or don't. I'm surprised that you don't bang more of your friends. I guess I'm just surprised by that.
I don't bang any of my friends.
Well, maybe you should try. If you're
No.
so great, then why cut them off from that experience? Why are you withholding your beauty from this world?
Who says I'm so great?
Yeah, well, listen.
a whole other episode.
Someone's gotta pump you with some kind of fulfillment that's not semen. So here I am.
Jesus.
That was gross. That was really gross. I'm impressed with my ability to create imagery, but I'm upset with the imagery I created.
That's my red flag for today, Kevin.
The idea of you being pumped with semen.
Just that imagery and the choice of words, all of it. That's my red flag. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I wish I could go back in time and take it back.
What's your red flag?
I've got this rash on my neck, and I think I like burned it kind of. I think I got a sunburn. It feels like a sunburn, but it's also like really dry. So I keep trying to like take a shower and wash it, and then it gets more red.
Do you have eczema?
No.
Okay.
I think what happened
That's
is
your
that I
red
got
flag from this
slightly
episode?
burned, and then I just keep getting a little bit more burned.
So the red flag has to be about the episode.
Well, this is about me, and I'm about the episode, and that's what my red flag is. Bitch, I don't want to hear about you staying on topic. Mr. Can't even name a single sex position despite doing it all week. I get to make this about myself sometimes.
Red flag. What's your red flag about the episode?
That you rejected my first red flag. That's my red flag, bitch.
I like that.
Oh,
like
great.
it.
I'm glad this is all
Because
just a game to you.
Because anytime I do a sex position, you'll be like, okay, so what's your sex position?
I'm sorry. Half the time you're bringing up your sister. I'm sorry. So.
Oh.
That was one time.
Ew. Okay, well, my green flag for this episode is vehicle.
Oh my gosh. I'm not vehicular manslaughter. That's a word, and I'm going to stand by it. I'm not going to be.
Can you say vehicle one more time, please? Just say vehicle one more time, please.
Vehicle. Please. Every American here is going to cross their arms and say, "I stand with Kevin," and there is no doubt in my mind that I will have an
fucking
army.
White Republicans.
It's funny. It's sad because you're right. That's really the bummer that I'm running into here.
What's your green flag, Kevin? Give me a green flag.
I only have red flags. I mean,
No,
my flag is
don't
realizing that you're your own typhoid Mary. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
My green flag is teaching people to know how to shut me down when I'm being a little bitch. If I'm ever being a little bitch, just, look at me straight in the eyes and just say, huh? Oh, okay. and then move right on. That's my
It's a
green
good tactic.
flag.
It's not one
really
that
is.
it's not one that we use on each other because we're more direct, but it's a good tactic for people you don't know as well.
Insecure people feed on the response that they get from others, and if you give them no response, they'll have to retract their stupid little statements.
If I did it to my mom, she'd just say it louder each time and not give up and not feel any shame.
Because with your mom, you're not dealing with insecurity. You're just dealing with a lady who's loud.
This is true. You know what was also loud, Kevin? This comment that we got, Tango.
Tango found a comment. Tango, come here.
I need Tango.
It's time for the Tango comment of the week. We're a small team over here, so Tango vets all of our comments. He takes the nasty ones. He looks at me with his sad little face. A peace, and he shows me what's up.
Tango, you're so cute. Okay, Tango sent me this comment out of context, just like on one of our videos. So you guys are like C-tier gays?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% C-tier.
That's generous.
Also, in America, that's a passing grade.
That's generous.
So you're welcome.
Yeah. In America, that's enough to almost get you insurance.
I've gone to a food truck that had a C hanging outside the window, and the food was delicious. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Where's the insult?
I see tears all the time because I'm crying.
That's correct.
And Kevin is gays.
I'm what?
Look, guys, if you're going to insult us, do something better. You need to do it. Like, you need to remember that we don't like ourselves that much, so we're probably going to agree with you. So you have to go hard.
This is what I mean. When you're in a group setting and you say something basic, people look at you and they're like, that was basic. You have to treat that comment section like you are in a group of people who you actually want to impress, whether it's the passersby or the people in the front of in the little middle of the circle. You have to try a little bit more than this. If you're going to make a mean comment, baby, you have to try. You have to try.
Go
and how you try.
Harder.
Yes. As Taha said before he was squirted in. I was wondering. I was nervous about how that would land. I was really because I flew too close to the sun last time I did one of those, and then now I'm like,
you flew too close to the towers.
You know what that joke was? When you like are walking down the stairs and you thought you were done, but there's one more stair, and you're like, whoa. That's what.
Yes. Do you hear what I said?
No. What'd you say?
I said you flew too close to the towers. Bad.
Never forget. Never
It's
forget.
Bad. That's bad. I shouldn't joke.
No,
about
it's
that.
good.
That's
You're never
actually
forgetting.
bad.
So that's what they asked you to do. So you're doing it right. It's important to never forget.
This is why we're C tier, Kevin.
This is why we're C tier. 100%. Oh my gosh, a fucking 9/11 joke in 2024. Are you kidding me?
Like yawn, right?
Yeah, in August. Ugh.
Truly.
Wait, what month is it? Is it July?
Hey, that's my birth month. Oh, it's July. Even I was like,
oh God. Turn off the cameras.
Stupid.
Shut the cameras off. Dead ass.
This is what I'm talking about.
Right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna leave now. Thank you so much for being here.
Please subscribe. We need lobotomies. Fund them.
Also, if you're with feelings and you need a problem solved, comment below and let us know.
Comment.
Yeah, we'll
officially we're putting out there. Comment and we'll give you advice.
We'll give you advice. We'll do it. I will bestow my smart words onto you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. I'm gonna go get my lobotomy. It's time. Bye, losers. See ya.
Oh, I'm so glad that episode's over. Oh.
Well, I have bad news because I wasn't recording that, so we have to start again.